We have finally had some more DMZ news. If you saw my previous video about DMZ returning, then you will know rumours and in-game files have been going around for a while. I made that video on the 27th of August 2024. It's been 5 months since the original leaks and rumours started, and now we have even more news and confirmation that DMZ will be returning, and I cannot wait. Now, the Ghost of Hope, who is a very credible leaker, tweeted DMZ returns as the third game mode in COD 2026. Now, the original date was set for COD 2025. It looks like it's now been pushed back to COD 2026, which means we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer to play the best game mode in Call of Duty. Now, as you can see, one of the comments is Raids and Spec Ops fully cut out? He says, I think raids are integrated into it somehow. So we could see a raid style mode inside of DMZ. Now, as you can see here, we have the beta files for Black Ops 6, which I showed you in a previous video on August 27th. Link is in the description for that if you want to check it out. There's lots of detail, lots of information that is not going to be in this video. As you can see, it says Vehicle Rex, which is the code name for COD 2025, probably now COD 2026, and it says DMZ, which pretty much confirms that it's going to be in the game. Trunk open, trunk close, hood open, hood close, which means we're probably going to get more accessibility to vehicles as well, which is kind of cool. Maybe put things in the trunk, maybe go to the hood to maybe put fuel in it or fix the vehicle, who knows. But it does look like more things are coming to DMZ than we had previously. In general, the comments were pretty positive and a lot of people seem very excited, just like myself. He then later on tweets saying, what I am hearing so far about the current plans for DMZ with COD 2026. It will have its own maps and a dedicated forked version of Warzone's engine. So let's break that down. We've got maps coming dedicated for DMZ, which is fantastic because that was one of the worst things in my opinion, having to play Battle Royale, Rebirth or Resurgence modes on the same maps that we played DMZ. Yes, you learned the maps, but I wanted something new, like Zombies. Zombies this year has been fantastic. A new map every season at the moment, and it's just been really refreshing, and the updates keep coming. Hopefully DMZ can have that with this, with him saying that it's going to have its own map and maps, which is absolutely fantastic. Massive W in my opinion. And a dedicated forked version of Warzone's engine basically means this is Warzone. We're going to copy and paste this here, and then we're going to edit it to DMZ. So we've got Warzone here and DMZ here. So now DMZ is not going to interfere with Warzone, and Warzone is not going to interfere with DMZ like it has previously, where they were merged together. When they done an update, it had to be for DMZ as well as Battle Royale. So the bots and stuff and some of the mechanics that we were using in DMZ that not using in Battle Royale and vice versa would cross over, cause lots of bugs and issues, and was a big part of why people stopped playing at one point as well. So that's good to know. It will share the map set with Ground War instead of the BR, which is fantastic because Ground War is just set into little sections, and it's, if you play Ground War, fantastic for you, you're going to get some more maps and stuff. But for DMZ players, it's going to be good because it won't interfere with the main Battle Royale mode. And they're currently debating whether to make it PvE or PvPvE or both. Now for me, keep it the same, keep it PvPvE, because that is just the way extraction shooters are and probably will be forever. I don't see the point in making it PvE. It's just going to ruin the fun, in my opinion, ruin the gear fear, ruin the suspense and the feeling you get when you extract or when you get into a lobby and have to, you know, when you get a kill and you get all their loot and stuff. Like, what are you to play for if you're just playing against the environment, right? So player versus environment is fantastic. Having both is very interesting to me, because there could be an aspect where you can load into PvPvE or you can load into PvE, which means that you're gonna have two separate modes. So maybe some missions, some tasks, some gear that you can get in PvE is different to the one you can get in PvPvE. Keep saying it, it's gonna turn into a tongue twister in a minute. But yeah, maybe having both would be good, but they'd have to integrate it in a way that it merges together, so not everybody's just playing one mode and not the other. I mean, PvE is irrelevant because you'd only be playing that with yourself or with your friends. I guess you'd be able to load in with them. But the PvP style with the environment involved as well is the way it needs to go, and I think a lot of you will agree with me. Let me know if you disagree in the comments, but I think having both would maybe complicate it a bit and make the game a bit more unstable. I think if you just focus on one core mode, I think that would be absolutely fantastic. So now we have all that new information and the information that we got back in August. All signs are leading to the fact that DMZ is returning. Now, do we think this is because Call of Duty is down bad right now? There's less players than ever. It's in probably the worst state it's ever been. Do they need to bring back a core player base that is actually still playing DMZ, but do they need to shift them over to the new game so that their sales and figures look even better than they already do? But who knows? Are they making less money? There has to be a reason this is returning. Obviously, they made it in the first place, so they obviously saw the future of extraction shooters. But with all the other ones coming out now and people shifting over to those and playing those instead of playing Call of Duty, do you think that has influenced their decision to bring it back? But I am here for it, and I can't wait to have DMZ back in my life. But like I said at the beginning, guys, I did do a detailed, in-depth dive on the rumors and leaks from August, so link for that is in the description. Go check that out. It is a fantastic video if I do say myself, because it has lots of information and a big deep dive into some of the files and stuff that we have seen. There is also a video about the top 10 things I'd like to see added to DMZ, which is also a really cool one. A lot of them are people's opinions. I set a question out on Reddit, a lot of people answered, so I took a load of ideas from there and adjusted them myself as well. But let me know in the comments on that video or this video things you want to see in DMZ in the future. But I hope you're as excited as I am for the return of DMZ. Make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new around here, and yeah, make sure you stay around here because I'll be keeping you updated every step of the way.